Howdy, welcome back to the channel. It's another episode of Story Time. This goes back to my high school football coaching days. I'm going to show you 3 plays that were very successful that I created, very innovative and very successful. So excuse some of the noise. There is a roadway behind me. There's a lot of loud vehicles that go by occasionally. I'm going to try and do my best as a solo one-man band here. And there's also a resident over here to this side. So to get the full effect of what I want to do, I really would have to shout. But I'm going to try and be animated as much as I can. Just keep in mind, I can't get too loud. I don't want them to call it a po-po. Anyway, so here we go. So I don't know how many viewers are going to know a whole lot about football, but I'm going to try and keep it simple. The KISS method, keep it simple, stupid. I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm just trying to keep it basic. So there you go. That's the example of what I'm talking about. Anyway, so hopefully these idiots get the hell out of here. But what you get around here? It's Milton, Florida. But I'm going to back up and point. I'm going to point to the ground and try and give you a reference, and I'll try and talk louder as I get further away from the camera. I don't have the functioning wireless mic. Hate cars like that. All right, let's get back to it. We're talking football. And it's funny, there's a point in this video, you're going to think like I stole a term from Peyton Manning, but actually I used this concept before Peyton Manning was yelling, Omaha, Omaha, Omaha. Stay tuned. Let me back up. We're going to go with play number 1. I forget the exact formation. I'll try and diagram it on the piece of paper. There's actually, only have one piece of paper. I'll try and diagram it for you and then describe the play, how it worked, and what the results were. Stay tuned. So what we have here, this clipboard represents the football and the center. The center is the guy that snaps the ball to the quarterback. These shoes represent what they would call splits. The splits of the feet between the guard and the center. Same on this side, just the right side versus left side. So those are considered splits. And then you have the same concept if this was the guard and this was the tackle, you have certain splits. Splits mean a distance measurement. So typical distance, like a split would be, depends on what type of offense you're running, but I'm going to keep it simple, 18 to 24 inches, depending on what type of offense you're running. But anyway, that's what a split is. So when I was in Bath County, Virginia, we had a really good high-powered offense on varsity. Matter of fact, we went undefeated and went to the state championship game. We lost 6 starters and lost in the state championship game at JMU to some school from Roanoke area. I forget what the name of the school was, but they were a really good team. They did their job, and we were injured. I'm not making excuses. It is what it is. You suit up with what you have. But anyway, we ran a lot of like it's like a counter. It's like a diversion play. You kind of like you cut back and you hit certain gaps and you run a different direction and stuff like that. So I'm going to try and diagram that for you real quick. Best of my recollection, it's going to be pretty easy. And but if you are a young aspiring coach or you are a player, I forget the exact formation. I'm just going to kind of wing it here. I remember what the backfield was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so basically it looked like this, something like this. So when you had two receivers in this formation to the right and to the left, that was called a twin set. There would be two here and two here. That was a twins formation. This is a shotgun formation with the running back, the tailback, running back, whatever you want to call it, offset to the right. So basically, I forget all the exact blocking assignments, but basically the running back, quarterback would catch the ball from the center, drop back, do a little move like this, and the running back, depending how the blockers would block, be something like that. That would be his lane, similar to that. I forget the exact holes or how we did it that particular time. But so on this particular day, I was coaching JV football. This was Bath County, Virginia. They had no freshman football program because we were a very, very small school. So I remember, I forget how I did it exactly, but I'll show you the basics. So basically, we were doing this play, but I'm going to show you this guy, and then this guy was a guy named Adam Persinger. I had him running in motion, and then he would drop down through here. We would fake the handoff to this tailback on this counter play, and then just flip it to him. And Adam was told, this is real crucial to the play. I gotta show it to you. It was basically like a option end around type play. So as he had the ball, he was right-handed, had a very good strong arm. I told him, you have to attack the line of scrimmage. You have to make that defender, that cornerback, he either has to bite on you to make the tackle and you can pass, or if he goes deep and covers the receiver, then you're just going to fake it, tuck it, and run. So in that situation, it worked out perfectly. The varsity team didn't even have this play in their playbook, but this worked out great. Our biggest rivalry in the county, Covington High School, we were playing them, and we were in a fourth and super long situation. It was like 4th and 17 or something stupid that we just kind of fell apart on that drive. But we were at about the 35, 40 yard line going in. I want to say probably like the 35, and called a timeout because we don't have a kicker to kick that far at that level of high school. And so I called that play. I don't remember what the play was called, but it worked to perfection. It literally worked to total perfection. Adam got to the line of scrimmage, and he threw that ball. He did a perfect. I got to back up so you can see the form. He attacked the line of scrimmage. Picture this clipboard being the line of scrimmage. He got right there and released it, a high release, nice spiral. Somehow, one of our receivers made an error, but we had two wide open receivers side by side downfield, and the tight end caught the ball, which was designed for him. For some reason, one of the knuckleheads was out of place, but we ended up beating Covington High School. And it was funny because I was a Yankee from Delaware, not really wanted in Bath County, Virginia, because it's a whole lot like Mayberry. And that was fun. That was fun. After that, I became respected in the county for having some football knowledge. It took a while to break the barriers, but I really enjoyed that. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to do a separate video because I tend to talk long. I'm going to come back, do another video on the next play. Coach G, talking football. That's going to be my playlist title. Coach G, talking football. Talk to you later, folks. Remember, Omaha ain't the only word you can use using football terms.